Just a brief history of myself. I'm a 2005 graduate of CBC High School. I played fullback and linebacker for Coach Bob Shannon. Kind of how this whole All-Star thing came about. My senior season, I didn't have the ideal season. In fact, I didn't have the ideal career. I never started a varsity game in high school. I was a very selfish player. It was all about me. When I was a player, it definitely wasn't about the team. I was more concerned with my stats, where I didn't really care if the team won or not. It was more about me. I wanted to win, but I wanted to win because of me. I was a very selfish individual. And I was fortunate enough that my senior year, the coach that coaching this high school All-Star game is now the head football coach at Lincoln, Missouri. It's Coach Mike Jones. I was headed to work one day, and he gave me a call, and he said that they had a spot open in the All-Star game, and if I wanted it, it was mine. And without hesitation, I made a U-turn. I headed out to Hazelwood East to the practice, and I was so grateful for the opportunity. I was around a bunch of guys that had all conference accolades, all state, all metro, and here I am, a senior with 4 tackles on the season, and I'm being fortunate enough to play in the game with these guys. Well, look, we got out there, we practiced, and on the practice field, I showed that I was just as good as any of those guys were. I started in the game. I had 4 tackles and an interception in the game, and they gave 2 of my tackles to a buddy of mine. I wore 44, he wore 45. He ended up with 6 tackles. I ended up with 4 tackles and an interception. He got the MVP. So, that was pretty much my motivation there to try to walk on in college. I walked on at Tennessee State. I kind of got discouraged with some of the walk-on procedures and the treatments of walk-on players. I'm definitely a firm believer that you go where you're wanted as far as college athletics goes. You go kind of where they need you or where they want you, and don't go just where you want to go, because you'll kind of get lost in the shuffle. I was one of those guys. I got lost in the shuffle, got discouraged, and started doing some other things, and had to come back home. And I started coaching as soon as I came back home, and that's been my passion ever since. And so when I started this All-Star game, my whole motivation for it is to just send as many kids to college as I can and help those guys that weren't as fortunate to get the looks, or maybe they didn't have the senior season that they wanted, or maybe they just need one more game, one more shot to kind of prove what they can do. And that's pretty much the platform for this. That's what we're trying to do, as well as raise the level of football here in Missouri altogether. I definitely want to get the rest of the country to kind of understand that we have some top talent here, and it just needs to be cultivated. We need guys to come out and show that we can be just as strong in football as the other powerhouses, as the Ohios, as the Floridas, as the Texas. So that's the whole gist of it. The whole mission of the St. Louis High School All-Star Classic is to raise the level of competition, not just in football. In every sport, we want to raise the level of competition for the St. Louis metro area, so that colleges come here first when they want to get top quality talent.